All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh by Yashim, Yahweh Shai by Yashim, Rakah HaKodash. Double honors to the apostles, the bishops, and elders of Great Millstone who rule and teach well, and peace and salutation unto the hopeful elect, the 1/3 of Yasha Allah, upholding the law, statutes, and commandments to the best of their ability. Peace and salutation. This is the brother Bakwasha. And I'm sure most brothers have seen the recent influx of propaganda by Esau, the so-called white man, regarding Sean Combs. And, this is just a part of the media cycle, especially during this time of the year, where Esau is promoting more lewdness and more acts of abominations, and ultimately the worshiping, of this whore system, this idolatrous system. And so he'll use Jake as that lightning rod for wickedness. But I just wanted to go into a quick lesson. I only got a handful of scriptures, but just countering that propaganda, that media machine of wickedness, really the medium, where Esau casts spells and sends vibrations, of really just the spirit of do what thou wilt in the earth. But just countering that with this drop in a bucket, of Jake, and not excusing any of his wickedness, okay? Because everything that he's doing, he's for the most part learned from Esau, and just took that to another level. But I'm going to read the sentencing or the accusations against Sean Combs, and then I'm going to bring out a couple scriptures. But then I'm also going to show who is at the helm of all of these wicked, filthy acts. And in comparison, what Sean Combs has done is not even a drop in the bucket in comparison to the wickedness of the wicked. So let me read just part of this article. This is from the Billboard, and this came out September 17th of 2024. It says Sean Combs charged with sex trafficking and racketeering, indictment unsealed. Okay, and they typically call that a RICO. And so it says federal prosecutors on Tuesday, September 17th, unsealed a criminal indictment against Sean Combs over sweeping allegations of sexual abuse, accusing the once powerful rapper, producer, and music executive of running a racketeering conspiracy that includes sex trafficking, forced labor, kidnapping, arson, and bribery. Okay, now this is what's been going on. Let's just call it the past 10-15 years, right? What this guy has been doing. Now let's look at some of the things that these guys have been doing for the past 50 years, 50 in contrast to maybe 15. And these are multiple people, okay? But let's bring out this quick scripture. This is Revelation 18:4. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues. Because when you act as this guy has acted, okay, that vibration in which you received it from is the universal spirit of do what thou wilt, masked in religion, okay, which is being promoted by these PEDO files, okay? It says, come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues, for her sins have reached unto heaven, and Yahweh hath remembered her iniquities. And that's what Esau, the so-called white man, has been doing, okay, which is performing iniquities against the children. So like it has been performing iniquity against Yahweh by Shemi Shai, and using the children of Israel, the celebrities, okay, of our people, as a staff to guide 2/3 of our people into more abominations. Okay, so this is from a quick website of a lawyer. And basically it says, see church X abuse. All right. And I just wanted to read a couple of these stats in comparison to what has been alleged from, this guy right here. Now, I don't even know if they go into, let's see how many. So basically, let's just say a handful of people. Okay, here we go. It says, but over the past year, he has faced a flood of civil lawsuits from at least 8 victims over alleged allegations of X abuse, starting with high-profile case filed late last year by his former long-term girlfriend, Cassie. Okay, now that's just a total of 8. Okay, now I'm not excusing that. Okay, it's a wicked act if it was unlawful. Okay, but this is just one guy, and this is 8 different scenarios. Okay, now let's look at what's written here. It says, how prevalent is X abuse in the C church? Some clergy actual abuse statistics in the United States in the latter half of the 20th century. Because I'm going to read a couple more stats. We'll bring out some scriptures and we'll be out of here. It says, child actual abuse allegations were made against 4,392 priests. As far as I know, this guy is not a priest. Okay? Or at least in the terms that most people know the word priest as. As far as I know, this guy is not a priest. Okay? Not even close. 4,392 priests. Okay? Totaling about 4% of all C priests. Allegations were made. 5,000. Okay? Just in the latter 20th century. 22% of clergy sexual abuse victims were 10 years old or younger at the time of the abuse. Now, not excusing anything that these devils do, okay? But as far as what I've heard, none of them have been under the age of 10. Not that it excuses any of the acts. I'm just giving you contrast. About 22% of clergy sexual abuse victims were 10 years old or younger at the time of the abuse. About 80% of the victims actually abused by clergy members were male. You know, and it's fun and it's cute to talk about, oh man, it's 1,000 bottles of baby oil and, you know, 1 million, you know, deals, whatever you want to call that. Yeah, it's funny because it's making mockery of Jake. But in comparison to who's really doing it, okay, to the max, okay, that's small fries, you know? But this is how Esau uses his media system, okay, to cause our people to be at the forefront of everything that's wicked in this world, whereas Esau is at the forefront of it, okay? Let's bring this out real quick. This is Jeremiah chapter 51, verse 7. Babylon hath been a golden cup in the Lord's hand that made all the earth drunken. Okay? All of these philosophies, all of these religions that give you the ability to do whatever you want to do and there's no repercussions, okay, that come from these people, man. Okay? That's what Catholic means. Universal. Universal what? Universal wickedness, ultimately, because there is no judgment. These guys don't speak against it, okay? They just try to reform it. Well, the Lord doesn't reform. The Lord destroys. That's in That's in Leviticus, the 20th chapter. It clearly tells you that. If man lies with mankind as he lies with woman, both of them shall be put to death. There is no reform. You don't change it. Reform means to again form it again. No, the Lord destroys both parties involved. Okay? Now let's get back to the stats. So like back to the scripture. It says, Jeremiah 51:7, Babylon hath been a golden cup in the Lord's hand that made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine, therefore the nations are mad. Right? Because they're out of their wits. They don't have any bearings on their culture, and if it is, it's tainted. You know, it's corrupted. All right, and that's what's happened to 2/3 of our people. They've been corrupted, you know, by the wine. Okay, these philosophies of Esau, to where now they thought that they were getting a bag, when in actuality Esau was setting them up the whole while. It says running a racketeering conspiracy that included trafficking, forced labor, kidnapping, arson, and bribery. But this is small. This is insignificant. That's the word I was looking for. In comparison to this, let's read this. How many priests have been accused of abusing children? Now this stat says more than 6,000. The one we previously read said 43,000. Okay. It says more than 6,000 clergy members have been credibly accused of sexual abuse in the United States. Many of these accusations of abuse date back decades. Many of these clergy members are now deceased. The 2021 USCCB report identified 2,500 priests involved in allegations of child sexual abuse. Okay, just showing you how that wine of Babylon and how the wicked, okay, are strange, man. You know, they are not upright. Okay, everything in them is defiled. Jeremiah 51:9, we would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her and let us go everyone into his own country, for her judgment hath reached unto heaven and is lifted up even to the sky. So all of this wickedness that has been going on, because all of this has been happening well before Catholicism was even created. Okay, this is the nature of Esau. Scripture says their vine is as the vine of Sodom and Gomorrah. Okay, that's how they get down. All right, so let's bring out a couple other quick topics. Now, this is a movie that went into the Boston Globe did a study, and in that study they revealed how all of these priests were getting away with these abuses. Let's see here. It says, and this is from abuselawsuit.com, in the 1980s, judges in Boston and other areas of Mass often gave lesser punishment to priests who committed abuse. In one example, a priest was charged with the rape of 13-year-old boy. He was given probation under the condition the priest no longer work with children. See? What does the scripture say? They are not in trouble like other men. Okay? Neither are they plagued like other men. What's that? Is that Psalms 64? Or is it Psalm 73? Salah. This is Psalm 73 and 5. They are not in trouble as other men, neither are they plagued like other men. So the way the media is describing this whole scenario, they're talking about 15 years of prison, etc., right? Well, what about these scenarios where it said the dude was raped and he was a little boy? Like I said, not excusing what's happening with Sean Combs. It's just they're not played like other men. Okay. It says he was given probation under the condition the priest no longer worked with the children. The Boston Archdiocese ignored the legal condition and moved the priest to a parish in New Jersey. Not only did judges give lighter sentences to accused priests, but they also contributed to the abuse cover-up. And that's what this movie goes into. Okay. Between 1992 and 1996, Boston judges closed the records on 5 lawsuits against 3 priests who molested children. In doing so, these judges kept the details of these cases hidden from the public. See? That's why the scripture says they're not in trouble as other men. Okay? But 2/3 of our people, man, hey, they fall into the wine of the devil, man. Okay? And that's why you have a scenario like this. But they always use the celebrities. Okay? You had this guy, you had R. Kelly, you had Bill Cosby, right? And they're always gonna force some Jake out there, but at no given time will they go into who the real heavy hitters are. Okay? Just like the CEOs of Nickelodeon. There's a couple other videos, Lord will, I'll find and I'll repost. Okay? But part of what I believe, the reason why, Sean Combs is getting ritualized, okay, is because, he thought that he was more than what he was. And they humbled him, okay, and showed him who's really in the power seat. Okay? Just like it was with Michael Jackson, just like it was with Bill Cosby, just like it was with anyone that gets involved with these damn devils, man. Okay? So let's read a couple of other quick articles. Like I said, didn't want to make this too long. Just wanted to shine some light on how the media will use their power to create this this news cycle, which is 24 hours a day. But when it comes to Epstein, when it comes to Harvstein, whatever that guy's name was, Weinstein, okay? These cases are in and out, boom, fast food, okay? Everything else is ongoing buffet on a daily dosage of Esau plastering wickedness and making Jake at the forefront. Now, what does the scripture say? The scriptures say, for among my people are found wicked men. They lay wait as he that setteth snares. They set a trap. They catch men. So that's this guy's job. Okay. Because he traded his soul for filthy lucre. Okay. To where he can do these things. But talking about force, threats of force and coercion, no one does that at a higher level than Esau, the so-called white man. Nobody. Okay. But this is how they catch men. You'll have a guy like this, then you'll have a guy like Rick Ross, and then you'll have a guy like Meek Mill, right? And they tell these guys before they agree to these deals that you're going to be compromised. You no longer have, control of your body. You've sold that. Okay? But this is how they catch men. Okay? They set snares through the allurement, okay, of this lifestyle, thinking that it's all there is to life, and it's not. Okay? Your soul is more important. Your spirit is more important. Okay? Now, let's grab these last couple of stats. It says, here are some statistics about sexual abuse in the Catholic Church. Number of victims. An estimate from Wikipedia suggests that between 1950 and 2000, 216,000 children were abused by C priest, and that the total number of victims may be closer to 330,000. Supposedly, this guy messed with 8. And as far as I know, above the ages of adolescents, and in no way excusing the wicked, but like this is more so for the media effect and how Esau uses and magnifies anything from Jake and then sweeps everything that he does underneath the rug. Okay. It says, and that total of victims may be closer to 300,000 if abuse by other church employees is included. Number of accused priests in the U.S., 4,392. So that goes right to being accurate. Okay. Yep. Same numbers. 80% were boys. Okay. 48% of accused priests in the U.S. had 2 or more allegations made against them. Okay. 48% of 4,500 priests. Okay. And these people are supposed to be on a quote unquote more righteous level when all of these guys are just demonic. Okay. Now here's the point as to why I brought out they're not in trouble or plagued like other men. It says number of priests sentenced to prison. Only 2% of accused priests receive prison sentences. 2%. Okay. Whereas anyone that's in the world of Hollywood, okay, they'll make it to where you have the harshest punishments. Okay. Let's see here. It says number of high-ranking officials involved. Many high-ranking church officials have been involved in cover-ups. Factors that contribute to recidivism. Factors that predict recidivism. I don't even know what that is. Let me see here.
Recidivism.
A tendency of a convicted criminal to reoffend. Okay, so basically that's multiple times that they've committed that same act. It says factors that predict recidivism among abuse priests include narcissistic and antisocial traits, deviant sexual interests, and prior sexual offenses. Okay, so yeah, I mean, there you have it. Okay, these are the things that have been done. Okay, and you know, Esau's people get away with it, but 2/3 of our people have now become a tool being used by Esau. Okay, why is that? Hosea 4:6. Actually, let's start at Hosea 4:1. This is Hosea 4:1. Hear the word of the Lord, ye children of Israel, for the Lord hath a controversy with the inhabitants of the land, because there is no truth, nor mercy, nor knowledge of Yahweh in the land. And that's the reason why these people fall to all of these devices of the wicked, as far as religion and really sexual immorality, is because there is no knowledge, there's no truth, there's no mercy of Yahweh by Shemiyah in the land, except for with the hopeful elect. Okay, these guys are set up to teach anti-Messiah spirit. Okay, this is essentially the right hand of Satan to a degree on earth. Okay, now all of these Edomites, they possess, you know, are possessed by that spiritual demon. But hey, this is the false prophet, man. Okay, these are the ones that are out there pushing, okay, the narratives to where the legal system, the military system, and the financial system can go full blitz the whole game. Okay, don't have to worry about a zero coverage or none of that, you know. So let's read a couple more stats and then we'll wrap up. So that one was some statistics about actual abuse in the Catholic Church. This is the last one. The Catholic Church in the United States has faced thousands of allegations of sexual abuse by clergy members, including priests, nuns, and other religious members. Okay. Let's see if there's any new stats here. Okay, these are all the same. Oh, here's another one. Compensation. The diocese involved have paid over $3 billion in compensation to abuse survivors. $3 billion. Okay? But this is going to be the only thing you're going to hear about right up until really rolling into, more of their wicked holidays. Because that's what this season is about. The season is about pushing that vibration of deviance, okay, and debauchery, okay, and sensualism and feeding the flesh. This is Malachi chapter. Matter of fact, I want to bring out one more. Yep, this is Malachi chapter 1, verse 4. Whereas Edom said, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down. And they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom the Lord hath indignation forever. Okay? So, yeah, whatever, that one guy or two or three guys, none of it is in comparison. Let me see what this stat says. Nothing is in comparison. I got a couple of them. Hold up. To what Esau is currently doing and has been doing. Okay. This media machine will have people think anything. Okay. Let's see here. Combined total diocese, eparchies, and religious institution. Sexual abuse allegations, okay, in 2006, unsustained or determined to be false, substantiated or determined to be true. 636 in 2006, 635, 2007, 2008, 708. And we're talking about one dude. And here's the thing, like I said, I don't give a damn about what this guy has done. It's just the fact that, like, when you look at this and the optics of it, what's being promoted is that this is the person that you need to be aware of. Okay. This is the deviant that's running the earth. Whereas, nah, bro, not at all. Okay. He's one, but the Top Gun. Okay. Let me show you the Top Gun here. These are the top guns right here. It's a lot. These guys. Okay. Let's see if this pulls up. 3/4 of USC holics view Pope favorably. Oh, this is some BS. Where's the stat at? What's this? This is just some propaganda as well. All right, let me find the other one I was looking at. This one. Here we go. And this is just in the past 6 years. Okay. 600, from 2006 to 2012, 636, 635, 708, 454, 425, 532, 411 substantiated or determined to be true allegations of sexual abuse. Okay. So I just wanted to go into that real quick because this propaganda machine will have our people being looked at as the ones that are doing the worst of the worst. And 2/3 of our people are. Okay. But in comparison to Esau, that's why the Lord is coming back. Because it's Esau's sins, his iniquities, okay, that have reached to the heavens. 2/3 have just joined hand in hand, okay. But at the forefront of that is Esau, the so-called white man, and his deviances, okay. So I just wanted to go into a little bit of that, through the Spirit, Lord will. It was edifying for the elect, once again, called law, like Yahweh by Shemi Abishai, by Yishim Rakah Qudash. Double honors to the apostles and bishops and elders of Great Millstone who rule and teach well, and peace and salutation unto the elect. Until next time, Shalom.